And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to another week, another edition of ESL Open Cup Asia number 225. That's a lot of weeks. Welcome back, everyone. I'm of course your site VIP. Welcome to the CranKy Ducklings. Welcome to our weekly dose of Korean StarCraft. And we have a match already. We have a tournament. Exclamation mark B in the chat if you guys want to have a look at the bracket yourselves. The bracket is stacked full of amazing players, and we are diving into our first series, our first best of 3. And spawning in the top left hand corner of Oceanborn, we have our South Korean Protoss player, the blue Protoss, representing himself currently teamless. It is NightMare. Oh, and spawning in the bottom right hand corner, Off Racing. I'm a little bit surprised here, but Off Racing, we have the American Protoss representing himself currently teamless. It is Voltz. I could be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure, like, Voltz, if I believe is the correct person, aka Cicada, was on Scythe Esports back in the day. Was on Scythe Esports, was supported by Toast and Darkshrine and all of them back in the day, or the Dankshrine even back in the day. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe Voltz was Zerg. I'll have to double check that, but I did assume the Voltz was Zerg. Meanwhile, the probe getting across the map, faking out a cannon rush. We do cancel the pylon. Big overreaction here from NightMare. Very nicely done. Voltz already whipping out the NA strats here, faking a cannon rush and getting ahead as a result. Very nicely done here. So Voltz does have a slight economic lead. Will lead to a faster expansion. It's going to be a gate expand, a straight up gate expand as well. Greedy build, very greedy build here out of Voltz. We'll see if we can get away with it. NightMare does confirm that it was a single gate expand. Cybercore was thrown down thereafter. Only one gas geyser as well. NightMare has the option to go for a one base all in. NightMare has the option to punish this greed, and I'm expecting a pylon, but we'll see as the probe does skirt back around here towards the center. Back at home, it's a 2-gate opener into the Cybercore, especially with the delayed economy early on as well from NightMare. It would make a lot of sense to go for a proxy. Adepts are on the way. Adepts initially are on the way up, and do we throw down a pylon? Looks like we do not. The probe is coming in. There it is. There's that pylon. And it is going to be a one base all in from NightMare. I imagine we're going to be planning to either throw down a proxy gateway across the map or a proxy robo instead, or why not both? But getting lost, it is quite possible here. Meanwhile, Voltz, it's on Voltz to defend. Now, Voltz should be aware that a one base all in is a big possibility as a reaction to this scout, just because how greedy Voltz has been. So now we have to see how good is the defense of our Protoss player here. It's going to be a 2-gate opener. We have sentries on the way, which will help early on. We have a safety shield battery as well. With these gases, I imagine we should be going for a blind robo, even if we didn't know that there was an all-in coming, as there it is, proxy gateway gets thrown down. Like, even if we didn't know that our opponent's being overly aggressive, I feel like a robo would make a lot of sense given the game state here for Voltz, but we'll see. Adept say threaten the Shade. Oh, Shade is going to be denied. Shade is going to be denied for now, as we do maintain ourselves. Stalkers are on the way behind this. Yet to throw down our tech. It's going to be a Stargate alongside this, and we're expanding. Okay, so I assumed that NightMare was going to be doubling down with a proxy robo or a 4th gateway for a 1-base 4-gate all-in. As we can see, that is not the case. NightMare is being assertive, is being aggressive, but we are expanding behind this. We are not going all in. Okay, so Voltz, not in a bad position here. As long as they're able to keep up with the shades, as long as we can get into our eventual tech as well, which we have yet to really invest in, whether it's a Twilight Council or Robo or anything else. So it is, Robo is now on the way. Again, will keep us safe. The Robo also gives us access to observers, for example, but it also means that we won't be active on the map with Blink Stalkers. We won't really have much of a map presence for quite some time. As Adepts, once again, they throw in a Shade. 5 Adepts in total. Do we commit? Oh, ooh, we do not. No commitment yet. And there it is. Oracle is on the way for NightMare. We're going for some multi-prong harassment. Looking to come in from behind or for the mineral line. Rick having them in the mineral line. Apply pressure here at the natural. Again, right now it's on Voltz to react, to respond. And so far, Voltz is up 10 workers, by the way. Like, this economic lead is massive. And there it is. We have the Immortal on the way. We do need that Immortal, but we are supply blocked. Ooh, that's a rough supply block there from Voltz. Up until now, things were going well. That supply block is going to slow them down. Slow them down quite a bit. Adepts say shade in, or they threaten to shade towards the main. Oracle gets into the main base as well. There's nothing in position. No safety shield battery, no units whatsoever. We're locked out of the natural, and probes are going down. We had a massive probe lead. We still do, but not anymore. 9 probes fall, and NightMare takes a lead. And we're not done. Second Oracle's moving out as well. Voltz was ready in position here at the natural. I can't say the same about the main. It's 10 workers falling. Adepts, once again, they try to shade in. The Oracle goes back into the main. No! The Oracle sips in. We're going to get, what, 13, 14, 15 probe kills. Ay, ay, ay. And again, that economic advantage that Voltz once had is no longer there. We threaten the shade once again. We do commit, but we have a full wall. Nice catch from Voltz. Catch here, having the wherewithal to fully wall off. We shut down the Adepts, but we get another 19 probe kills. Oh my god. That is insane. 19 probe kills. We may have lost the Adepts, but we're not done. We're not done, but we're just racking up that kill count. 20 probes, 21, 22. Can we get 25? Can we reach 25? Oh, one of us? Not quite. But we're still not done. The Oracle goes back into the natural. And there it is. Oh, no. 24. We did not reach that 25. Meanwhile, we're across the map. We're all in. We're 100% all in at this point. Voltz's economy is in shambles. 24 probes is all we did get. I mean, I say is all we did get. Basically, as many workers as there are alive right now for Voltz. Boys are being pulled. We have the overcharge. We do have a couple of hallucinations here. Let's go. Tanking some shots. But despite that, with the help of the overcharge, NightMare should have enough. We focus out both the hallucinations. Then we focus out the Immortal itself. GG gets called, and NightMare will take game number 1. GG. GG, well played. Again, a solid game there from NightMare. Able to respond, react quite well to the scout, to the greed of Voltz. And unfortunately, Voltz initially did well. Initially, a really good fake out with the cannon rush, really good follow-up, was able to get a solid worker count, was keeping up with the shades, but was not in position for the Oracle. The Oracle did blindside Voltz quite heavily there, and Voltz just was not able to keep up with that. Was torn apart by the Oracle harass, and with that, GG. GG, well played. We're now getting ready for game number 2, but I'm excited. I'm ready to see if Voltz can bounce back. Now, I'm just quickly checking Wikipedia here. Yeah, here it is. Because I'm pretty sure Voltz used to be a Zerg player, and I just checked Wikipedia prior to 2021, and that's you know, the last time I think I casted Voltz. Prior to 2021, they played Zerg, so I can confirm. So it looks like post 2021 we did end up switching to Protoss, and now here we go. We're getting into our next game and spawning in the top left-hand corner. Top left-hand corner of Golden, we have our South Korean Protoss player, the blue Protoss. Oh, representing himself currently teamless, leading the series 1-0. It is NightMare. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, I guess nowadays they're more of a race switcher as we go back to our original race here. So now, I know I'm not crazy when I thought that our player here was originally a Zerg player. It is the red Zerg from the land of the Americas. It is Voltz. Let's go. Let us go. Again, Voltz was a pro player back in the day, was a very active player back, you know, around 2020, 2021, even 2019 before that as well, actually quite before that, and did end up pseudo-retiring, stepped away from the game, was pretty inactive for quite some time, but it's great to see Voltz returning here to competitive play. It was this season of EPT Spring where Voltz competed in the America's qualifiers for EPT and surprisingly made it to the closed qualifier. Like, I think Voltz exceeded many expectations, even their own, and was, yeah, pleasantly surprised to make it that far into the closed qualifier. And Voltz committing a little bit more here, even competing in EPT or in the EPT weeklies is great to see as we're going for a proxy. We go for the proxy hatch, and NightMare is quick to scout. Did check the linear third, followed by the triangular third. We come across the hatchery where what's going on. Drones are on the way. It's going to be a spine rush from Voltz. Upon scouting this, safety zealot. Zealot's on the way. We have a second gateway as well. Second gateway, second pylon, just to keep everything powered. And here come those spine crawlers back at home. Spawning pool is done. Lings are on the way. Now I'm curious because NightMare, he actually started walling off on the high ground even before the game was going. It looked like NightMare just assumed it was going to be Protoss. I'll be honest. Like, this 2-gate opener is a Protoss-based opener, so I don't think NightMare noticed that Voltz race switched. So now we're in a weird position where this spine rush would usually be threatening the wall on the low ground, but there is no wall on the low ground because NightMare thought it was Protoss. Like 100%, 100%. You would not open up with your gateway on the high ground in a PvZ. Stalkers have arrived. We're going to be chipping away at the spine crawler. Spine crawler is going to be going down. Big pickoff. Spine crawler does fall. Link speed still not done. Yeah, the Lings, they get in towards that ramp, but a solid position here from NightMare. We shave off a lot of Lings. But now we have two spine crawlers. Ooh. Big hits there on the Stalker. Almost goes down. And we're going for a Twilight Council. And honestly, Voltz is in a pretty good position to transition, to expand and take a natural, I mean, as honestly, because NightMare went for a PvP opener, he's stuck on one base. Like, NightMare is stuck perpetually on one base here. We're pushing forward with some spine crawlers, and Voltz can afford to drone here, but for now, we're still massing Lings. Like, Voltz is still committing, is still all in, trying to force their way into the main. Spine crawlers leapfrogging forward. Creep is spreading. NightMare does pull back, going for a Dark Shrine. Interesting choice. I mean, there's no lair, there's no detection. DTs would be an interesting solution to this problem. And Voltz get a scout off as Voltz is slowly pushing forward, getting some high ground vision with that Overlord. The spine crawler taking a lot of hits. So do we have a transfuse? We do not. Yeah, spine crawler does pull back. Is kept safe and sound. We lay siege upon the gateway. Shield battery's going to keep it up. And we can kill the spine. Yeah, the spine crawler is going to be going down. At least one of them. Ooh. Yeah, we have the overcharge as well. Like, Volt's trying to force their way up this ramp. It's not going to happen. Not against 4 shield batteries like this. Not against a 1-base Protoss. And now we're finally expanding. Now we're droning up at least a little bit. This feels a little bit late, but at least it's on the way. Meanwhile... no shot. Volt's double expanding, going for the gold base, but at the same time, I didn't even realize NightMare has a pilot in the main. No shot. Pylon in the main base, and we're in trouble. The Dark Shine's about to finish, and the DTs, they're going to end the game. 100%. There's no solution. There's no answer here. There's no other base to mine from. Sure, we have the gold on the way, but DTs, they're going to just wreak havoc. And here we go. The first Dark Templar being warped in, and Voltz has no idea. We're waddling into the main base. Oof. And just like that, GG gets called. The Invisible Man a little bit too good, and NightMare will take the series 2-0. GG. GG, well played. Congratulations here to NightMare as does take the series 2-0. But a shout to Voltz, especially game 1. Like, game 1 wasn't bad whatsoever when it came to the opener, when it came to the start of the game. Voltz was looking solid. Again, it was just unfortunate to not quite be in position for the Oracle harass. Meanwhile, here in game 2, it was just a really awkward situation. It was just a really awkward situation to go for a proxy hatch, to go for a spine rush, and for there not to be like a low ground expand. It's weird. Like, it's just a unique game state, and we tried to break the main. I'm not so certain that was the wisest of moves. I think it would have been I think we would have had a little bit more success if we just calmed down a little bit, you know, just contained the opponent to one base and then expand macro from there. It was unfortunate though that there was a pylon across the map and the DT was able to warp in. It was a bit of a shame. GG, well played. Congratulations to NightMare as he advances on into the next round, and NightMare, I believe, has an opponent. I believe NightMare has his next opponent. Exclamation mark B in the chat if you guys want to have a look at the back yourselves. Let us quickly hop on over.